I did not expect that so many people would be interested in thread crochet, and it makes me really happy. Thank you so much to everyone who subscribed to my new channel. Today I have a beautiful lacy stitch to share with you. It is worked with trebles and it has only 2 repeating rows. For those of you who prefer simple charts, here it is. I sketched it by hand. You can pause the video and take the screenshot of it. Please do let me know in the comments below if it makes sense for me to include these simple charts in my videos, if they are helpful to you, because it takes me some time to sketch them and I do try to sketch them very neatly so you can understand them easily. So yeah, let me know if the simple charts are helpful. And that's my dog Teddy. He wants some attention, so I better go and give it to him, and then I'll be back and I'll start the step-by-step video instructions for this stitch. I crocheted this sample with Aunt Lydia's 100% mercerized cotton thread size 10, and I always work with a hook size 1.6 millimeters. I wet blocked this piece and you can see that the stitches are very nice and neat, and the fabric itself has this stiff, crisp feel to it, which I really like. I did not use anything to starch it, and sometimes my viewers ask me if I use some kind of starch, and no, I don't. I find Aunt Lydia's thread to be pretty stiff even when I crochet with it, and it doesn't need to be starched at the end, it only needs to be wet blocked. In this piece right here I have 7 pattern repeats, and the multiple for this stitch is 10 plus 7. For this sample I started with 77 chains, but for the purpose of the tutorial I will make a smaller one and I will start with 37 chains. So I will have 3 pattern repeats. Here I have 37 chains, and the first row is pretty easy. I'm going to make chain 5 loops in the first row. Into the second chain from the hook, I make a single crochet. Next 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I skip 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the next one I make a single crochet. And here I have a chain 5 loop, and again 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I skip 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the next one I make a single crochet. 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a single crochet. And that's how I'm going to continue crocheting all the way across. And I finished this row with a single crochet into the last chain. I turn my work and I start the next row with 7 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 of these chains will count as treble and 3 chains will count as chain 3 space. Now into the next chain 5 space I work a single crochet. 1 chain, and now I will be working into this next chain 5 space, and here I will make 7 trebles, and in between them I will make 1 chain. So yarn over twice and I make a treble and then 1 chain, and again yarn over twice, I make a treble and 1 chain, and so on. So I will need to have a total of 7 trebles worked into the chain 5 space, and in between the trebles I have 1 chain. Let's see how many I have. 2, 4, 6, and 1 more. Here I have 7 trebles. I make 1 more chain, and into the next chain 5 space I work a single crochet. And here I have the first treble group and the first pattern repeat. And the pattern begins to repeat 1 chain, and into the next chain 5 space again I work 7 trebles, and in between them I make 1 chain. And then again into the next chain 5 space a single crochet. So that's how this row goes. Just remember to make 1 chain before the first treble and also after the last treble, and of course making chain 1 in between the trebles. And here's how you're going to finish this row. Into the last chain 5 space a single crochet, then 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and into the last single crochet a treble. And this row is now finished. I turn my work and I start next row with 1 chain, and into this first treble I make a single crochet. So in this row I will make chain 5 loops again. So I make 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will make a single crochet into the space in between the second and the third trebles of this group of 7 trebles. So 1, 2, 3, and in between the second and the third trebles I make a single crochet. Again 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the next single crochet I'm going to make into the space between the 5th and the 6th treble, so over here. Or you can think of it as skipping 3 trebles and into the next chain 1 space, making a single crochet. Again chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the next single crochet into the chain 1 space in between the second and the third treble of the next group of 7 trebles. 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you either skip 3 trebles and make a single crochet into the next chain 1 space, or you count it as making the single crochet into the space between the 5th and the 6th treble. And that's it. That's how you're going to make this row. And at the end of the row you make 5 chains, and over here we have turning 7 chains. So you make a single crochet into the 4th chain of those 7 chains. And that's it. This row is finished. I turn my work, and the next row is going to be exactly the same as row number 2. So I'm gonna start making it again. So first 7 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into the next chain 5 space a single crochet, then 1 chain, and into the next chain 5 space I work 7 trebles and I make 1 chain in between them. Here I did it, and that's how I'm going to continue crocheting this row. And after that the next row will be the same as row number 3. So for this pattern all I need to do is to alternate crocheting rows number 2 and 3. And here I crocheted more rows, and you can see what the pattern looks like. Now depending on what project you're making, you can make the last row as row number 3, and that will give you straight edge as over here, or you can end with row number 2 and that will give you scalloped edge. So it's really up to you, and it depends on what kind of project you will be using this stitch for.